President Obama's trip to Puerto Rico was described as the first official presidential visit since December 1961, when President John F. Kennedy stopped on the island to a formal welcome on his way to Venezuela.
President Kennedy begins his venture in personal diplomacy in Latin America with a stop in Puerto Rico, where he is greeted by Governor Luis Muñoz Marin. The president's whirlwind tour was planned to strengthen cooperation among South American countries for economic betterment. And at the San Juan airport, he terms Puerto Rico the bridge between Latin America and the United States. More than 250,000 people cheer Mr. Kennedy on his way to the governor's mansion, and they press against the gates, calling for him to make an appearance.
50 years later, President Obama also makes a very brief stop, lasting about 4 hours on the island.
When President Kennedy was here, he addressed the relationship between Washington and San Juan. And he also spoke about tackling what he called the difficult problems of education and housing and employment. In that same spirit, we've been trying to make sure that every family on the island can find work and make a living and provide for their children.
Making good on the promise made as a presidential candidate back in 2008, when he told Puerto Rican islanders he would return to Puerto Rico as president.
When I came here to campaign, I promised that I would return as President of the United States. And although my hair is a little grayer than during my first visit, I am glad to be able to keep that promise to the people of Puerto Rico.